My name is Connor DeGusa, and my goal with this presentation is to take everything that I know about media and crowdfunding and to give that knowledge to each of you. About my background, part of my background comes from the media. I was a writer for a tech publication called VentureBeat, and I've also contributed to publications such as Forbes, such as TechCrunch, and I own several news publications as well. From the startup and the founder's perspective, I'm a global mentor at 500 startups. I've raised funding for 4 of my own companies now, and I've seen thousands of data points about what works with Kickstarter campaigns and which don't. I've helped companies raise over $2 million in some of their Kickstarter campaigns, and I have also consulted on media for companies like Microsoft. The presentation today, I want to go over 3 specific areas. Right now, one is what is crowdfunding, the second is what is PR, and the third being how can each of you use PR to help your crowdfunding campaigns. Crowdfunding campaigns are so useful because in many of your cases when you start a company, you're going to need a certain amount of funding to build the product. And many of you, if you don't have family and friends to turn to, and if you're not kind of tapped into the investor community, might not be able to raise those funds. So what crowdfunding enables you to do is essentially find an early customer base of clients who will pay you for your product. And that initial capital can then be used to build and develop your company. So it's a fantastic movement that's become very popular. 2 of the most popular crowdfunding platforms are Kickstarter and Indiegogo, although there are many others as well that are used very often. With PR, which stands for public relations, the aim of this is to be featured on these popular news publications. So in the US and internationally, some of the very well-known ones would be publications such as the New York Times or the Wall Street Journal, or perhaps the BBC. There are also many popular blogs as well, such as TechCrunch and Technology, which have very large audiences. So your goal with PR for your crowdfunding campaign is to get one of these or many of these large publications to write an article about your company, with the idea being that many people who see that article would then be more likely to support your crowdfunding campaign and to help it grow. And that's why this is so important to use PR for your crowdfunding campaigns. And PR is particularly important because it is inherently free. Each of you can take these actionable steps in this presentation, and you don't need to pay anyone for help to help with PR in your Kickstarter campaigns. So I'm very bullish on PR, and I'm hoping you will be looking forward to this presentation.